Hi, my name is Nino Zaccali from the restaurant Pendolino and La Rosa Bar and Pizza in the Strand Arcade in the Sydney CBD. I've let this cool. As you can see, you've got your beautiful cheeks. The belly's cooked. We'll now take the belly out and we'll mince that. So with a knife, we'll chop that really fine, and then we'll start to make the ravioli. We've actually strained some of the liquid and we've added it to our beef stock, and we've reduced it back to quite a viscous sauce, and that forms the basis of the sauce. Okay, so the next phase is really making the filling. Ricotta, Parmigiano Reggiano, with minced prosciutto here. This is the pork belly that's been minced. Really simply, we just mix these together in a bowl. In with the Parmesan cheese as well, and the ricotta. Okay, very simply, you just mix it together with your hands. You can do it with a spoon if you don't like getting your hands mixed in there. Okay, that's perfect. You can set that aside now, put it in the fridge. The first thing we've got to do is mix the two flours together, which we'll do. And I'll just do this by hand. You can use a spoon once again to do this. A pinch of salt in as well. So you just want to really nicely incorporate this so that there's an even distribution of both flours. So if you can imagine a volcano like so. And then you want to put a big hole in the middle. So we're going to use 4 eggs. And what we do is we slowly sort of breaking in the walls of the volcano to form the dough. So I'm slowly working the egg. Don't be too concerned about the egg breaking up to start with. And you're slowly working in the walls the flour. The centre, is slowly becoming more of a dough. And you do this, it's a sort of gradual process of working it in, to form a pasta dough. And about this point, I'm happy to take it out. And we're going to sit that in the fridge for about half an hour and let it rest. Really important to have a really clean working surface. So you need a scraper of some kind. Just do what I'm going to do. Doesn't need to be clean. You definitely don't want any moisture on there either. But you want to clean the surface and get all of it, anything away. Cut my dough into half. So you've got 2 pieces, roughly 300 gram pieces. A little bit of flour. And we start on the thickest setting on the pasta machine. Now the secret to filled pasta, in my opinion, is all about having a really thin dough. So I'm going to use 2 different size cutters today just to show how to do it, and obviously the amount of filling that you put into the ravioli varies based on the size of the ravioli. If you haven't got too much time, the bigger one's better because it takes a lot less time, but the little ones are beautiful. So at the top here I'll do the little ones. So you just press down gently. As you can see, it's quite thin. Down the bottom we're going to make some bigger ones. So first, I'm going to put a little bit of semolina down on the bench. Now use a little teaspoon, and we place a small amount of the filling in 1/2 of the circle. Just to show you the big ones, once again you'll get a sense of how much quicker it is with these, because there's less to do, and we're obviously putting a much bigger amount of dough. A pastry brush here, and I'm going to put a small amount of water just around the edges. So it's very simple. We now take the ravioli and we twist it over, and you squeeze it together with your fingers like that, and the idea is to work from the top around this way, squeezing the air out and the pasta together, so you don't really get little air pockets in there. 2 at a time with these ones. Make sure the dough is kind of right in the middle. once again, we're starting from the top, slowly working around, combining the two sides of the pasta, like so. Okay, so quickly pop the ravioli into abundant, well salted boiling water. I've now combined our pork cheek with the sauce, and there's a beautiful little fennel seeds in there as well. So this is like the reduced pork sauce with the beef stock, and you can see it's nice and viscous. It's beautiful sauce consistency, and you've got these lovely pieces of pork belly inside of the sauce. As much water off as possible. Drop these onto the plate, into a nice warm plate. Some pieces of this beautiful pork cheek. You want to get the sauce, a little bit of sauce over every piece of raviolo. And a very finely grated Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. Okay, and that would be absolutely amazing. What about you, Phil?